What's going on, guys? My name is Noah Chapman, and welcome to Tech Talk with Noah and Antonio, and I'm here with my co-host, Antonio Darty.
How's it going, everybody?
And today, we've got some interesting topics for you guys. I think today, I decided to start a, really like a featured headphones. Like, once a month, we'll find a headphones that we like from Amazon, which is the easiest place. I mean, I order everything from Amazon.
I literally don't order anything else anywhere unless it's Amazon, and it has to be Amazon Prime too.
Yeah, Amazon Prime, because it's easy. It's
like if
reliable.
I see 4-day shipping or 3-day shipping, I throw up.
So. Yeah, it's disgusting. So yeah, we just sweeped Amazon and found these cheap budget headphones that are wireless that can go with your iPhone 7 or beyond generations.
So they're Bluetooth?
Bluetooth, definitely. Bluetooth 4.0.
Wow.
The headphones we are discussing are the Impow 059 Bluetooth headphones. They are over the ear, so they completely envelop your ear, which is what I personally like.
Yeah,
I don't like headphones that sit on your ear.
Like if I have, like, these are completely over ear, and if I have anything else other than like earbuds, my ears turn like bright red, and I get the biggest headache. I'm not even joking. It's terrible.
I think apparently from the reviews, which this product has like 20,000 reviews.
Jeez.
It's one of the most reviewed
1,000
headphones.
plus answered questions.
Yeah, it's nuts. Everybody says they sound good for being like, what is it? The red ones are $33.99 and the other ones are around like $39.99. They said it sounds pretty good. It comes in like very cool colors like blue, black, green, gray, all gray and pink.
Hey.
But of course I like everything black because it just, to me, it looks professional. But yeah, I mean, they're pretty decent headphones for being around like $33. They kind of look stylish. They fold. I like everything that folds and like is able to like fit perfectly in my bag or whatever. So I definitely like things like that. But yeah, man, what do you think of these?
So
just looking over it,
the first thing I like ever look into when looking on Amazon is the reviews, and these have some damn good reviews.
Yeah,
4.8 out of 5, and there's over 20,000 reviews. 4% 1 star, 3% 2 star, 4% 3 star, 74% 5 stars. That's crazy. But it's what's weird is they look like headphones that you'd get from like Five Below, right?
Yeah.
And that always worries me. But seeing the reviews kind of like eases that worry, you know? It makes me think these are a little bit more than Five Below, but not quite like JBL or something, right? So, you said, for the budget, I think they are perfect. Yeah,
I mean, you're definitely getting a budget pair of headphones. Don't expect the craziest things. Like it says noise cancellation, but it's not active noise canceling like through software. It's passive noise canceling, which means it's the only noise canceling part of the headphones is the physical features. So because thicker. It completely envelops your ear, and because it's thicker, like you said, that'll help block out sound. But there's no active software where you can turn it up or turn it down.
I think Skull Candy has some that are
Skull Candy has a couple of over the ear headphones that do that, and Bose, Microsoft.
So I went to Best Buy, and Bose had the ones on display, and like they have like the actual like noise canceling, and it's so weird. Yeah. It's like you're in an airplane. Like your ears just like get isolated. It's so weird.
Microsoft has like, I think their Microsoft Surface headphones are completely over the ear, and they look so sleek and so nice. They're like. But here's the thing: is they're probably the top price for headphones. They're $350.
Really? Are they wireless?
Yeah, they're wireless completely.
Yeah, $350.
They're nice. They're really nice headphones.
They look slick. Like I like these matte gray or like these really like pastel colors. Yeah, these look nice.
I think those would be the only headphones that I would get in like white or the gray that they have. I really like them.
If they weren't $350.
Yeah, they're expensive. But here's the thing: if you spend money on that, you won't need another pair of headphones
in your life
for a while, or in your life, really.
Those are really slick, yeah. But no, definitely for the budget. I mean, I honestly would get these just because they're wireless and they are completely over the ear, and they're super cheap. I mean, they're not $40 for like the most expensive one is $40. They all stay under $40. So yeah.
Yeah, and they have a built-in microphone in them.
For real?
Yeah, and you can answer calls, and you can turn, like, on the side, it has a dial where you can turn up and down and skip songs and answer phone calls.
Yeah.
But here's the big catch here, is as I was reading the reviews and what other people said about this product, it does not work well with Apple. At all. It just doesn't like it. Like, the volume up and volume down button, you can't switch the volume like that, and you can't skip songs, so it's pretty much just headphones.
Do you think that has to be just like something Apple, like on Apple's end, right? Because if they work with other phones, then it must be just Apple, right? Like them.
I think it is just Apple, because I have a pair of Skull Candy wireless earbuds, and on my friend's, he has the same pair. On his Android, he can do a lot more with it than what I can with my
That's
iPhone.
true, because literally yesterday I was trying to get my, what are they, JLab J-Bird Airs. They're like super small earbuds, but I could only get one of them to work. Like, it wouldn't come out of the left ear, it would only come out of the right ear. And I repaired them, turned them back off, and repaired them. And I guarantee you, if I tried it with like an Android, it'd probably work a lot better.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
more of a reason to switch to the Galaxy S10.
Yeah, I just feel like they're just so much more open. Like, I feel like iPhone locks down their phones.
They want you to use their products, which is understandable from a company point of view, where they're just trying to make money. It's a business. It makes sense that, like, oh, I only want you to use my product. But from a standpoint of a consumer and, you know, like just a regular citizen, I want whatever pair of headphones that I spend $350 on to $70 on to even $35 on to work with any headphones.
And that's what sucks. It's just iPhone is just, I mean, if you have all of their products that go with it, like all their accessories, then it's perfect, right? But if you don't want to shell out all the money, then it kind of sucks, because then you kind of lose features like we just kind of talked about.
Yeah, I mean, but all that aside, these are a pretty good pair of headphones.
They are.
I mean, even if you have Apple, I mean, they sound good, they're cheap, and they're wireless.
Yeah.
Which is something that not a lot of people can say that they have.
Yeah, we'll put a link to anything I guess we talk about in the future. Yeah, any type of products or anything.
There'll be a link to this in Amazon in the description.
If you're watching on YouTube.
If you're watching on YouTube. If you're listening to us on Apple or
you are out
podcast, go to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/talkin', maybe?
Probably. I don't know.
I don't even think it's that. Just go.
I think we'd have to set up our thing, but just search
type in Tech Talk with Noah and Antonio. That's the title of it, and you'll find us on YouTube. You can watch our first episode on there. But for those of you on YouTube who aren't listening to us on podcast for Apple or iTunes, please go and follow us on there and listen to the other episodes, because there are more than just these two. If you're just a solely YouTube watcher.
Well, on YouTube we only have one, right?
Yeah, we only have episode 00.
00, yeah. So this one will be on YouTube.
This one will be on YouTube and iTunes. Cool. Next topic. Oh man. Next topic is e-scooters. I am
e-scooters as in like
you know,
brands, or like or the companies that.
So companies like Bird and Lime and Spin, those are just some of the local ones here in Oklahoma. I know there's tons more in Los Angeles and Washington D.C. What do you think of them as a whole?
As a whole, I mean, I think it's a great idea. I hate how like cities and universities are trying to make money off of it by saying, hey, this is a legal thing, we want you to pay us, and then you can come in, right? That was a big thing with OSU. Is first, what was it, Bird that came in, or was it Lime?
It was Bird.
So Bird came in, and quickly OSU said, no, these are a safety hazard, get them out. And they did. And then they came back with like a partnership with another company. And it's like, wait, how are they not a safety issue now? From when they were.
So the difference between what happened with Bird is I mean, I do believe that they were just trying to make a few extra bucks off that with parking permits and stuff like that. But what happened was people weren't being precautious while they were riding the Birds.
No one does.
2 girls got hit by a car.
What?
And that's when they said no.
So then why would they bring them back in general then, if that was their reasoning for taking them away?
So Bird had a speed limit, I think, of 15
That's fast.
On campus, which is super fast.
Yeah. It's like some speed limit for cars.
And so Spin is a company that's a branch off from Ford, and they are just specifically, I think, for campuses.
Yeah, universities and
So
stuff.
you have to park your bird in certain spots. They won't allow you to park your spin bike on like any. You can't.
You have to have, like,
park
a
it
permit?
There's parking designated places in the app and on campus that you have to park your spin bike. And it's cheaper for students. It's like $1 to get on, and then 10 cents an hour instead of 15.
That's good.
But yeah, and it goes 10. So they slowed it down by 5. But really, I mean, it still has those same hazards as a bird would.
Yeah.
So my thing is, like, really, what I like is that it helps the environment and kids who don't have cars.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was out of a car for a couple months, and I really just used bird to get everywhere. Excuse me. Not only that, but it's budget friendly because it's $1 to get on and then 15 cents an hour usually. And then it's just fun. Like, you and your friends go get on a bird or a spin, and then ride around the city or campus or whatever. It's like it's just fun. You can sightsee and everything.
When we were walking to the room here, I don't know if you guys know, but we're on OSU's campus, and we literally saw like a group of 5 or 6 girls riding these scooters around, but they were like trying to like go down like stairs and stuff. I was like, that is dangerous.
See, and that leads into my next thing is the cons of having them around cities and campuses is they break all the time.
Yeah.
And it sucks because, like, excuse me, my big thing with bird was that I would go hunt for this bird bike that was in such a random location.
Yeah, because people can just leave them anywhere. Right?
Yeah. And you would go and hunt it out, and when you finally get to it, it says, "Oh, it's broken." And I'm like, really?
Sorry,
I just walked like 1.5 miles to get to this bird.
Sorry, last person tried to do a 360 and broke the wheel.
Tried 360 no scope off the stairs, slide down the rail.
That's pretty much what happens.
And not only that, but when they break, you can't move them.
Yeah.
And they block zones. Like, they'll block sidewalks and other, like, walking places for people. So I think that's my biggest thing with them is that when they break, the companies take their sweet time.
Yeah, that's what I was
getting
going to say.
them.
How do they fix them? Do they, like, contract people out? Do they have people?
Bird contracted people to fix them for them. If not, they would come and get them. Spin, I think, has their own like little department here on campus, and they I've seen them before. People with these huge vans come and pick them up and put them in their van. Which sounds like they're kidnapping kids, but like
kidnapping. What do they call the spins? Kidnapping spins.
And they'll fix them and move them all around campus for ease of access. So like. My thing is they're a little dangerous.
No, yeah.
People aren't responsible with them for the most part. They don't. I mean, you're supposed to wear a helmet. People don't. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I don't wear a helmet. I probably should because so many people have gotten hit by cars and will like fall and hurt themselves really bad. I don't know. You can. I like them. I think they're good for the environment. Good for kids who don't have cars and for fun. Just have some common sense when you ride these things.
I mean, yeah, I feel like a lot of people ride them with their friends, so they get influenced by their friends to do crazy stuff.
Yeah,
like I think that's how those type of situations happen.
I remember whenever I was in my trip to Lubbock, I would hear these kids on campus talking about how they threw a couple of scooters in the lake.
What?
Yeah, they would like drive them to the lake and throw them in there, and I was like, that's why people can't have nice things.
As a brand, you have to like the spin brand. You have to realize that stuff's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And just hope that your profits can pay for that, right?
Yeah. Here's the thing. Like, how many people per capita do you have to have ride the scooters to make up for somebody throwing like 2 or 3 scooters into the lake?
Yeah. Well, you think about it. I'm sure that people ride them all day. Once someone gets off, another person gets on, right? So,
yeah.
And if it's like, how much you say, $10 what? Or 10 cents what per minute?
$1 to get on and then 15 cents a minute or 10 cents a minute if you're a student.
I mean, I think that'll add up eventually. The whole day, people constantly riding them.
Yeah,
There's
I would
hundreds
hope
of them
so,
on campus.
But you got to think, nobody wants to ride a scooter in the cold.
Yeah.
Because it makes it even more cold. So really, your prime time is spring, summer, and fall.
Yeah.
That's it.
Hey, I mean, hopefully they make their money there. Do you know the brand of these the scooters, like of each brand? Like, so the brand, like their spin. Do you know what kind of scooters they use? Like, I'm looking on Amazon, and this is I just searched the Spin electronic scooter brand, right? And it came up with this 9-bot Segway ES2 kick scooter. So I'm thinking they just buy these wholesale from like AliExpress or something, and then they engineer them to to make it to where they can only work if you have it.
Now that you say that, I've seen kids on campus with these same scooters.
Yeah, no, because
they don't have a spin on them or anything, but they look exactly the same. I'm like, what the hell? Did they just get like decals on them or what?
These are $570.
Yeah, I'm looking at them.
Which I don't know if, unless you're like riding it every day, then I don't know if that's worth it, but I think, I'm pretty sure that's all they do is just buy them wholesale and then just rig them up to where you have to pay to ride, which is smart. I don't know how they
15 miles per hour. And what's funny is if you get one of these, you can park them in the spin zones, and they would have no idea.
Yeah. But someone try to hop on your own scooter and
take it away.
Where's the credit card?
What the? There's no QR code on here.
The spin takes your scooter. This is ours now. But like if you owned one of these, that would be hard. Like going to class, where would you put it? I guess you'd have to lock it up on the bike rack. But how would you lock this up?
Just a really large bike lock, and just wrap it around.
Like what I mean, like they can just undo it. Like maybe, but like the wheels don't, the rims don't have like gaps in them. I don't know.
Maybe this has like an auto lock feature.
But like, so can just pick it up and walk away with it. You know, it's a scooter.
That's true. I don't know. That's the thing. Maybe we'll go over this like more in depth in another episode. But like that is true. Like, how are you going to secure this? You can't bring it into class with you. You can't bring it into work. I mean, I guess you could put it in inside your office or something. Maybe.
But if you work, it makes more sense, right?
But as a student, it doesn't make any sense because where are you going to put this when you go to class?
What did you say the top speed was on Spin?
Spin's 10.
That's weird. So this is the same brand that they use, right? And it says their top miles per hour is 15.5 miles per hour. So do you think they...
Well, on Spin scooters, they have a speedometer on their scooter. And you can see, like, it's only letting me go 10 miles per hour. So maybe they... So in cars, in company cars and stuff, they'll put these things... I think they're called...
Probably like just GPS tracker things.
Well, they're called, I think, gators or something something along those lines. And it's a tool that they put in the car that only allows it to go that speed.
Limiter thing.
It can't peak or anything like.
So I'm guessing they do that too, huh?
Probably. I mean, that's what I would think.
Makes sense.
I mean, since everything about the scooter is like software based, you would think that like, okay, don't let them go this fast. I mean, from my experience with Bird and Spin, it pretty much just seems to be all software, and then it's a scooter. Yeah. So maybe they can cap it the speed via software.
Yeah, it can't be that hard because there's a lot of scooters around. If it was like difficult, like really difficult, then
not a lot of people would be doing it.
Yeah, you're right. But no, I mean overall, I think e-scooters are more beneficial than not, right? Because they help out a lot of people who, like you said, can't get around or don't have a car to get around, or in like a college campus where if you have a car you can't park it anywhere near your class.
No.
Which is
once you have residential parking, and even then it's hard enough to find a parking spot.
Yeah, res is so far away from your actual classroom.
Well, no, I think res is a lot closer, but if you're not currently living on campus, you can't buy those.
No, yeah.
So you're only limited to silver, and I have to park like 2 miles away from my class.
If you live off campus, then it'd be hard to ride one of these all the way to campus, right? I mean, unless it's like a small town like Stillwater. I mean, I guess it could work because it's not so busy.
Stillwater could work because it's not busy and everything's so close knit.
That's true. Everything is so close.
I wouldn't even count Stillwater as a city. I would count it as more like a big suburbs town. That's what I thought Mustang was, and then I was like, oh, it's really big now.
It's just a piece of land with some buildings and some cows.
Our high school.
Literally, yeah.
Put right in the middle of a freaking neighborhood. I don't know.
That's what happens. It's funny right now. So I live like literally right next to Mustang High School, right? And I mean, completely off topic, but they literally are buying everything around them now. So they've bought like a strip of houses on Mustang Road just so that they can demolish those and put more buildings up. The only thing that they cannot buy though is a cemetery. There's a big cemetery right in like where they need to build, and it's just like, well, you can't buy out a cemetery. What are you gonna do with all the bodies? You know, it's like I don't think that's allowed or legal.
I mean, people have done it before, but like, it's definitely legal.
How bad would that be for a school to buy a cemetery?
On a school.
But that's the only thing that's like around them now. Like now it's literally like one house left around them, and then they have like a big area, right? And then we're the next house after that. I honestly think that because we're on a strip of 3 houses, I honestly think they're going to buy the 3 houses out and then just put like a parking lot there.
I wouldn't doubt it.
But like you
hopefully
said,
they offer you. Hopefully, I doubt they're gonna offer your parents $1 million. But, they
probably not.
Like 100,000, maybe 300,000. Twice what the house is worth.
I have no clue.
Is what I would charge them.
But but yeah, overall, I like the what do you call it? The e-scooters. Mainly for schools though. I don't know. I don't know how I see them in like just cities.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I guess it makes sense if you live in like a apartment downtown and then you work downtown, you could just scooter there and back, Yeah. I mean, that'd be pretty cool, but.
What was that thing you were telling? Oh yeah, you wanted to talk about the Anthem.
Yes. So what was it? Thursday, my boss was like, "Hey, do you play Anthem?" I was like, "Not really. I mean, I've heard of it." And he's like, "Do you have a PS4?" And I was like, "No." And he's like, "Well, Anthem's been breaking PS4's." And I was like, "What? What do you mean?" And so I don't know. I'm kind of looking into it now, and yeah, apparently it's crashing their consoles.
Yeah, it's automatically shutting them off.
Yeah, and it's like in some cases bricking them.
Yeah. And they don't offer, as far as I've looked into, they don't offer replacements for that.
Yeah.
Because it's not Sony's fault.
Yeah, that's what's so weird. It's like, how can a game this anticipated be hurting people's consoles?
That's what really sucks. Because I was looking. I mean, like you can even look back at the previous podcast. I was so hyped for this game, and when it finally released, I played it for like 4 or 5 days. Mm-hmm. There's just so many bugs.
Yeah. But you're on PC, right?
I'm on. Well, I played it on Xbox too, and there's still bugs.
Mm-hmm. But it didn't crash your Xbox.
It didn't crash my Xbox or my PC, which is really nice. But it's just like there's so many things that I wish were different, and I don't know. As much as I want to be into this game, it's hard to find myself wanting to keep playing it.
Yeah, really? I'm reading this article, and it's like if it happens, the best thing you can do is just to boot into safe mode and regain all your data back. And it's like that's the best that you can do when this extreme case happens.
And that shouldn't happen.
Your PS4. Imagine having a PS, like just buying a PS4, and you're like, I'm gonna play this sick game Anthem that looks so fun, and that it's being so hyped up.
Imagine what EA is thinking right now, because EA didn't even make the game; they're just publishing it.
Really?
So now EA is going to get a big backlash.
They're like,
even
whoa.
more from because everybody already doesn't like them because of the loot box system and Battlefront 2 and 1 were just completely trash games.
And that sucks because it's like it's not like their fault, right? And it's like now they're going to have to like proceed with a lot more caution. I feel like in the future they're not going to be able to have so much trust into the developers, I guess, huh?
Maybe that, and I'm sure they're going to go into legal action with some of these consoles breaking. I'm sure Sony's going to take legal action as well.
Yeah, doesn't surprise me.
But it's just, I don't understand how a game could be so anticipated, and you have so much time with betas, pre-alphas, that allowed people to play the game way before it even came out.
And those are the big things, like...
You have so much time to do this. I don't understand when developers get to this point that they're like, oh, maybe we should stock up on servers because there's going to be tons of people trying to play this game at one time.
Yeah.
Which I understand. I completely understand. Tons of people are going to try and log in all at one time. It's going to crash. That's fine. But not when you're 2-3 weeks into the game that there are so many bugs and crashes in the game that it breaks a console. I don't think that's ever happened. This is the first time I'm hearing about it.
I'm trying to think of different times that like games just crash consoles, and that sucks because I guess we're getting into the more. There's a lot more games that are like beta, right, and that people play because they want to play it, and it's like, should you even now going forward? Should I even download a game that's still in beta? Or should I wait till it's out on a disc? My
thing is with games. It's funny that you say disc because I don't even buy disc games. I haven't bought a disc in so long. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, my thing with playing betas and investing, because that's what you're doing. You're investing money into a game that hasn't even released yet, but you want to play the beta because you want to see how it is. Yeah. Don't play a beta if you've never played that series before or you have never
heard of the developers or
anything like that. You need to have fully trust in not only the developers, but the game that you're about to play before you invest $60, $70 in. Because that's a lot of money.
It is.
To me at least, $60 and $70, that's a lot of money for a game. And especially a game that you have to grind for hardcore to even have the most fun. I mean, that's understandable from an MMORPG or an MMO game. It's like you have to grind. Grinding is fun.
Wait, what kind of grind are you talking about here?
Like grinding, like getting, like farming low enemies, repeating missions, all that other great boring stuff. Some of it is fun. Other parts of it are not fun when it's like this is just too hard of a grind. Like even Destiny was not this hard of a grind. And I wish it was a little different. I wish it was I wouldn't say a little easier, but a little easier.
If it's gonna break your PS4, it should be a little bit easier, right?
If you have still not bought Anthem,
don't buy
it right now. Wait, I would say
if you
wait
have a
another
PS4.
month.
But kind of speaking on things that we've talked about in previous episodes, I kind of want to bring back from last episode the Galaxy Fold. So we had talked about, the Galaxy Fold, when it's closed, there's like that little display. It's not even like the full screen. It's a display that can kind of let you into your phone or just kind of see stuff about your phone, right?
So are you talking about that 4.7-inch display on the
front?
front?
This little small one.
Yeah.
That's literally just a display. It's like, that's what it's meant for. But then you open it up, and on the inside is the full screen, right? The full display. Well, there is another kind of competitor that I've been looking into, and it's the AUE Matte X. And so it's like a what is it, like it's from like it's not an American brand by any means. It's
this brand isn't even sold in America.
Yeah, but they are doing it right by my research, because what they do is, instead of
I like their website too.
So what it is when it's closed. Wait, hold on. How am I doing this? So yeah, when it's closed,
we'll put a picture.
We'll put a picture. So it's closed, right? And then when you open it, the actual it's like just having an iPhone, right? And it's closed and it's a full functioning screen. Like it's not just a little small display. Which already I like that, because I feel like the Galaxy Fold shouldn't even have that display, right? Because it's just like, it's such a small thing, and I feel like it would just be annoying, honestly. But with this one, when it's closed, it looks like just a regular phone, and it's a whole screen. When you open it up, it essentially doubles your screen. So it's like having another screen, right? And it just seems a lot more. It just seems a lot more nice, right?
Wait.
It seems like it would be a better investment, because at this point they are both really expensive. We'll touch on price later, because it's quite a steep price.
And it's a 5G phone. Wow.
Yeah. And it's looking at the specs side by side, the only advantage that I really see is the processor, the RAM. So the processor is not running a Snapdragon, right? It's running Kirin 980. The RAM is the Fold has 12 gigabytes, and the I'll just call it the Matte X has 8 gigabytes, which is a little less. It's only 3 less gigabytes, but still. But what's weird is they're both running the same exact operating system. They both have the same storage. The camera, let me see, where's the camera? Yeah, the camera still looks good. They both have 16 megapixels. And this phone actually has 4 cameras. The Fold only has 3. Which is crazy to think now that phones have 4 cameras on them and 3, and we're like, well, it only has 3 lenses on it. What the heck? My iPhone still has 1.
Right.
But
I only have 1 camera in the front.
What?
No, that's just nuts.
Yeah, but
I didn't even know this was a thing.
Yeah, but to get to the price,
I'm so behind.
The price is 2,300 euros or $2,600. So it's the Fold is just under 2,000. It'll come to above 2,000 after tax, but 2,000 and 2,600. But honestly, if I was going to spend $2,000 on a phone, I'm going to spend the extra 600 on this one, just because of how I like how it looks, and just by the demos that Samsung had, it seemed a little wonky, right? It didn't seem as polished as this other brand that I can't pronounce.
I think it's Huawei.
That sounds right. Huawei.
Maybe.
No.
Huawei?
I think you're right.
Anyway, wow. I love the design. I mean, just I've never seen this before, so this is really like my first impressions of the phone.
Yeah.
What a screen! First of all, I like how it folds underneath. Like, oh shit! Like it comes out.
Yeah, it
underneath,
comes out.
and like you're not compromising any of the front screen at all.
Yeah.
Like that's exactly what we talked about in the last episode. Like I hate how they
How they just settled. I feel
they
like
went back in time to bezels. Not only back in time to that, but also back in time to like
the 4-inch
small
4-inch
screen.
display.
That is so small.
It is.
Why would I spend $2,000 on $2,000 plus on a 4.7-inch display when my iPhone 7 has a bigger display than that?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I mean, like, essentially it can unfold, right? You get that, but like, I just don't think they should have even included that front display. But maybe when the phone comes out and they actually have more specs and it's an actual product versus like more of a prototype, then maybe we can give it a chance, right? Maybe we're just being hard on it, but
but at the same time, 4.7 inches.
And
really?
if you think about it, 2 years ago, if someone would have said, "Yeah, we're making a phone that unfolds, you can fold it in and out," I would have been like, "No."
If this would have came out 2 years ago, that it probably would have been a better phone.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is like you would think, "No way, that's not even possible." What are you talking about? That's not even a glass. How's glass going to bend, right? That would have been my thought process.
Yeah.
But it's like now that they're doing it, and it's like we're just talking about it like it's just the phone is crazy, and it just shows you how far along we've come in technology and just the advancement on how fast it's all come along, and how understanding and how just real it is now.
But here's the thing with the Huawei Mate X is it practical for say a middle class consumer to spend $2,600 on a phone?
No.
No, not at all.
I think the only people that are going to be buying this are or not even buying this. I think like a few of these phones are going to be sent to like YouTubers, right, to promote them, and it's just going to be a high class phone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's
definitely not for the middle class, which sucks. No. I hate that.
I mean, maybe once it becomes mainstream, then we might get it, because it's like iPhones, I think when they first came out, weren't considered middle class, right? It wasn't considered like, oh, anyone can buy this phone. But now that they kind of are, you got plans and you can get a phone, or you can get an iPhone pretty easily nowadays, right? Mm-hmm. So maybe once the future catches up and the tech catches up with everything, then they'll be able to make these phones and be able to sell them at a much lower price.
Yeah, no, but this is insane. I'm so glad you brought this up, because I didn't even know this was a thing. Like,
no, that's the thing, because I was researching I literally just was researching the Galaxy Fold and looking at all these things, and then this phone popped up, and I was like, what is this? And and it's not.
The RAM. Yeah, it's 8 gigs on here and 12 on.
How much RAM does your iPhone have? Do you know?
That's a great question.
Because I mean, I don't even know if it's 8 gigs. Like
iPhone 7 RAM. It's probably 8 gigs.
4?
2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
oh my God.
8 gigs of RAM. My computer has 16.
Your
and
laptop?
That's not. Yeah. My laptop has, but for a phone the size of it's like 10% of the size of an actual laptop, to have half of its RAM. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm sure it's not the same kind of RAM, right? It's a different kind of RAM, but still, it's still half the gigabytes of RAM that an actual computer, a high spec computer would have, right?
Yeah, I mean, my mid 2015 Mac is running the 15-inch Retina display. Mm-hmm. Now that we're talking about Macs, I gotta flex.
Let's just talk about Macs.
Not flex. But it's got 16 DDR3 RAM, 2.2 GHz Intel Core i7 processor.
Wait, you said 2.2?
Yes. With an Intel Iris Pro 1536 megabyte GPU.
You only have the one graphics?
Yeah, I only have one graphics card. I don't know.
I got this laptop from a a store in Piedmont, about like 3 hours away from here.
I can't believe you drove all the way to Piedmont.
Well, from Mustang, it's like a 30-minute drive.
Okay.
But I got it used, and it's a 15-inch early 2013 running Mojave. It's 2.7 gigahertz Intel i7, 16 DDR3 gigabytes memory, and then it has a NVIDIA GeForce GT 650M, 1024 megabytes, and then it also has the Intel HD graphics. So
that's pretty good.
Yeah, and he said he buys all these like he gets them off liquidation sites from like small colleges that use them and just upgrade to the 2015s, and then they just liquidate them out. So if you're in the Oklahoma City area or Piedmont area, check them out. Say what's it called? It's funny. It's called Real Time Movies, but he just started getting into selling Macs.
Fun.
Yeah.
Side note, and off topic completely, but for those of you who know me personally, and I think I've talked a little bit about it on the podcast, I have been in love with the Switch.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you're pregnant. I was like, what is going on?
I finally got my Nintendo Switch.
Man.
For the close-up camera and the wide camera over here. I gotta show it off.
Yeah, show this camera right here. Put it in front of my camera.
Nice. It is so fun.
Yeah, how do you like it? Run me through. How long have you had it now?
I've had it for about a month.
Yeah.
I think. Oh my god, it's so fun.
Really? Did you get it off Amazon?
No, I went to Best Buy.
Oh.
I hate Best Buy.
Yeah,
but,
buying from Best Buy, but it's such a satisfying experience buying from Best Buy.
I like to buy my consoles in person.
Here, we'll display this. Yeah, I mean that's a good idea.
It's just so much fun and more satisfying to buy it in person. Oh my god!
Up, Noah.
Oh my god! Give me this! You're gonna break my freaking thing! I just got it.
Snaps it.
So I think
just throw it in front of it.
I accidentally spent about $500.
Yeah.
Total on my Switch.
How? Like, what did you get? Like accessories and stuff.
Bought the Switch. Got a case. Got 2 games.
Where's the case?
Down there. It's my. Oh yeah.
Show the case.
Travel case.
Like a little hard case.
Yeah, I don't trust myself.
Yeah.
Outside. Because I know I'm gonna break it.
Yeah.
So
No, it's a good investment.
It's gonna break in my backpack, so I want to put it in a hard case to protect it.
Yeah.
I bought Smash and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee with it. Both games are freaking fun. I'm about to buy Mario Kart with it.
Really?
But,
have you downloaded Fortnite?
No. Well, wait, what's so cool, I'm glad you brought that up, is the online service for this is $20 for a whole year.
That's not bad at all.
No,
I pay $20 a month.
Yeah, people need to take some notes on
That's crazy.
Nintendo Online, because it's literally $20 for a whole year. That's nuts.
That's good.
Thank the Lord.
Yeah, because if you'd be paying like $40 a month if you had.
I already pay like $700 in expenses. This is ridiculous,
man. But I was gonna say something else about it. I keep going.
But yeah, no, it's just a lot of fun to play. I bring it, like when my friends and I hang out. I bring it. We play some.
That's
Smash.
what I was gonna say. Do you play it in class?
Yes. I don't play it in class. I always like to be early for my classes, so I'll go about 30 minutes early, and I get all my stuff ready. And then when my stuff's ready, I just pull out my Switch and play Pokemon or Smash, and I'll play.
I hope someone walks by. Hey, what are you playing?
Yeah, every time.
And a friendship is born. And a friendship is born.
Exactly. But yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. I actually enjoy playing it. I didn't grow up a lot playing Nintendo. Like I mean, I played Kirby's Dream Land and Pokemon growing up, but that was about it.
Yeah.
And of course on the Game Boy and GameCube, I played SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom.
That's
a given.
That's a must. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy. It was a good purchase.
I think I don't know. The only thing that was holding me back from getting one is not having streaming services, like Netflix or YouTube. Right? They don't have Netflix or YouTube.
Yeah, they do.
Is that recently? Is that new?
I think about 3 or 4 months ago.
Really?
YouTube is on there and Hulu is on there, but Netflix is not.
So you lied to me. Netflix is not on there.
Hulu and YouTube are streaming services.
Okay. Netflix not being on there. I watch a lot of Netflix, right? I mean, I still watch a lot of Hulu and YouTube. Those are like my main 3. But that's the only thing making me like keep the Xbox, right? And not just switching completely over to like the Switch, because I would love to have the Switch because you can dock it and then have full screen, right? And then it's also portable. I'd like to have portability with it,
and it's so seamless. By the way, of like when I'm playing when I'm playing Pokemon in the living room, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take this to my room and play on my TV.
Yeah. Or
my monitor, I can just put it in there and it immediately picks up where I'm at. It doesn't there's no stopping or of anything. It just picks up and go, and I take the controllers out and I just play it.
Would you have multiple docks, like for different screens?
You could. Oh, are you talking about like?
So like the thing you dock it into to display on the big screen, right? Would you have to have multiple of those if you didn't want to like have to move the dock every time?
Yes.
Would that work?
If you didn't want to move the dock like from the living room to your bedroom, you would just get another dock.
Yeah. How much are those?
I have no idea. Let's look it up.
Hey, good thing we got these these computers in front of us. In the meantime, this episode is sponsored by my 3D printer. Thank you, 3D printer.
It looks like you can get... so the dock set, which is another power adapter, HDMI cord, and the dock itself, is $65 on Amazon for Switch.
It's not bad.
But you can buy like $30 ports, I guess. That'll go into it. I don't know.
What's on the bottom of this? Like, what does it connect to?
It's a USB-C.
Nice.
Which I like a lot.
So is that just like USB-C to HDMI? Can you get one of the like a cable? Would
I'm
that
sure
work?
You can. Yeah. I mean,
and then it's just like
here.
I mean, it's not
a converter. So like, I mean, pretty much anything with USB-C, you can adapt to whatever you want.
Yeah. Game card. How much are the games? 60?
About like 60. Yeah, it depends on how new they are. And it's a micro SD storage, and I have about 120 gigs on there.
Oh, so you can just download. I see. Yeah, so you don't necessarily even need the.
I don't need game cards.
Game card, yeah. What is what's the screen size?
I'll look at the actual dimensions, but I'm pretty sure. Oh man. Nintendo Switch screen dimensions. 6.2 inch captive multi-touch display. So it's touchscreen too. If you
so 6.2 like diagonal.
Yeah, it's 120, 1280 by 720.
Wait, say that again.
It's 1280 by 720 resolution too.
I mean that's good for a small screen.
It's
like,
HD.
Like our iPhones are that same resolution.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think they're 1080 yet. Like the 7s. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Yeah, no, but no. I mean, it's just fun overall. It's like having a Game Boy as a kid again.
I think if I got another,
you can include the whole family.
Yeah, you can include the whole. Yeah, that's another thing. So, if you wanted to be multiplayer, you have to have just like the little, either the red or blue.
Yeah,
like,
so you can have
one
just
controller.
So I can play with 2 people in Smash, just with those 2 Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
But you can get the more Joy-Cons. I think Joy-Cons cost like $10 or $70.
Like the 2 little things on the side.
Yeah, or you don't even have to get Joy-Cons. You can get like actual dedicated
like the Pro controllers.
Yeah, you can get like actual controllers for cheaper than that, I think.
That's
that are wireless, and you can get wired controllers as well.
If I were to switch, I think like consoles, I think that'd be the only thing I'd switch to, just because I don't know, it's portable and it can be docked, and if you want it to be on a screen, you can be on a screen.
And
right?
Xbox is coming to the Switch now. It's rumored, we don't know anything really about it yet, except it's highly rumored that Xbox Game Pass will be coming to the Switch, so you can be able to play Xbox games on the Switch. That's what's rumored throughout IGN and all that. I don't know really how that would work, but that's what everybody's been saying. Also, another big update for Halo fans up there. Out there.
Are they dead?
Up there. Rest in peace. Master Chief Collection possibly getting a plug-in to the PC next week.
Really?
I'm so excited.
So you can play the whole collection? Is that
I'll really now I will just have to throw out my Xbox because there'll be nothing dragging me down.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. You were saying that's, I don't know, was it on the podcast? I think it was on our first podcast where you said, I was like, so what's keeping you to your Xbox? And you said Halo. That's the only thing. So if they release it to the PC, then
I don't even know what I would use my Xbox for.
Just give it to me. I'll give it to my dog. He can have his own Xbox.
I would probably give it to my friend Douglas if I was going to give it to anybody, because he doesn't have one and he loves playing Halo. But here's the thing. Halo will probably stay console exclusive. They're just going to bring the old games onto PC.
That's all you need. Childhood, you know.
But I still want to play the new Halos, especially since Infinity War is going to be, or Infinity War.
I was like, isn't that a movie?
On Avengers. I just saw Captain Marvel last night. So.
Did you? How was it?
Oh, it was so good.
Did she say everyone?
It was really corny, and because it was 90s, it's 90s, like they're set in the 90s, but like at the same time, I'm kind of getting tired of superhero movies. But this was pretty good.
Move on to.
I like scary movies.
Yeah, you're becoming a scary movie fanatic.
I'm a big scary movie guy. But Captain Marvel, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but
I probably won't see it.
I'm not gonna spoil anything for everybody else.
You know what? Good call. Hey, if you're
she
listening,
dies at the end.
If you're listening, cover your ears right now.
It's a good movie. I'm in a film studies class, so
Yeah.
I like analyze everything that I'm like watching, and especially being a video person. I don't know. It's just kind of cheesy, but like it's kind of good cheesy, I guess.
Yeah, there's a line, you know, where there's a good cheesy, and then if you cross it, it's like, okay, overdone.
I don't really much liked how Brie Larson portrayed Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like really half the time was like, oh yeah, I kind of expected that. Like there was like no like in like there was no what's the word, like mystery, I guess, to it. You just pretty much knew
what was gonna happen.
It's like watching an old Hollywood film. It's like you know exactly like, oh yeah, here's the clear cut problem, and that's it.
Yeah, I know how she's gonna find the solution, right? Well, I mean,
it's still a good movie.
What's the next one that's coming out?
Infinity or
They just came out with the trailer, right?
What is it? Avenger. Oh my god, I am the biggest nerd, and I don't know why.
Are you though? I'm questioning your nerd status.
Endgame. God, why don't I know that? By the way, Captain Marvel has 2 post-credit scenes.
Yeah.
So watch both of them.
So like it goes post-credit, and then it goes back to credits, and then it goes back to the scene.
So it'll go a little bit of the credits.
Yeah.
Show a video, and then do the rest of the credits. Show a video.
They're just playing with you now, huh?
They want you to stay for the whole thing.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, it was good. Not a bad movie.
Did you see it here in Stillwater?
Yes. And
I like that. That's a pretty nice movie theater.
Well,
is it AMC?
Yeah. Well, what's even better is if you are a Stillwater native listening to us or watching us, I talked to the guy there. It's already been on the news that they're upgrading it. But on March 28th is when they start construction. They're putting recliners. They're putting a whole kitchen in there.
Nice.
It's going to be a really good-looking theater, is what the guy said to me.
It's about time, because, I mean, it's nice as it is now, but, like, compared to the, I don't know if you've ever been to the Penn Square Mall, Oklahoma City, AMC.
And the Quail Springs Mall.
Nice. Yeah, that one's pretty nice, too, yeah.
Oh, they're both so nice. I saw the second Avengers movie and the one at Penn Square.
That's like...
So good.
I can't watch movies anywhere else without like wanting to lay down because of the recliners.
I want to take a nap. Because you can lay all the way back and like
just like get there like an hour early. You know?
Bring a blanket with you. Bring your pillows.
Hey, I know I'm interrupting mid movie, but I just want to come lay down and sleep.
Can you guys pause it? I'm getting pretty tired. I don't want to miss anything. No, but do you have any other topics you want to bring up or?
No. I mean, we've been on for 51 minutes.
Holy crap!
Well, technically like 49 because we started a little bit early, but
that's true.
It's still almost an hour.
This is a long episode
for us. Yeah.
Longer than
Joe Rogan has a podcast that's 5 hours long.
Who was he interviewing?
I don't remember, but 5 hours. It's ridiculous.
Well, the Alex Jones one was like 4 hours and 30 minutes.
Well, because that's how I found out. He said Alex Jones was like, "You ready for me to be your longest podcast?" And then he was like, "That's impossible. My longest one is 5 hours." And he's like, "All right, well, we'll see."
And see, he did.
See, he did.
Wow.
Did he see?
If you haven't seen that podcast, please go watch it. It's very entertaining.
It is very entertaining.
Oh man, I won't comment
heated.
On it. Oh, he gets mad really easily. But I won't go too much into that because he's very
controversial.
He's very like
he knows how to pull people's gears or grind people's gears, right?
Yes.
Pull their leg. Is that the right saying?
Poke their buttons.
Poke your
buttons.
Oh, okay, yeah. Poke their.
I don't know.
I'm just making stuff up. Pull their straw out of their cup.
Yeah. I would be so mad if somebody did that to me. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been Tech Talk with Noah and Antonio. I'm your host, Noah, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.